Now, I'm here to tell you what I want to change as our Prime Minister. And to govern is to choose, and I have 4 priorities, which I want to tell you briefly, and then we can talk about more in the questions. But we can't do any of that until we deliver Brexit. And when it comes to Brexit, on no deal, there is not an enormous difference between me and Boris. We both want a deal. We're both prepared to leave without a deal if we can't get one. But the main difference is in the type of person that we send to Brussels and who is most likely to be able to negotiate a deal that can get through Parliament as the quickest and safest way of leaving the European Union.
When was the last time you let someone down?
Well, I feel I'm letting down Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe for every single day that she remains in jail while I'm Foreign Secretary. And I have tried very hard to get her out. And I met her brave husband, Richard, on many occasions. And she has a daughter the same age as my daughter. And that is something that, you know, is a very big deal.
You've written in the Sun newspaper, I believe it is today, about your programme for housing, your plans for housing. There's an editorial in the Sun as well which says that you deserve a place in the Cabinet even if not in number 10. Would you accept a place in Boris Johnson's Cabinet?
After this leadership debate, we have to come together as a party. If we don't come together, then we will never get the Brexit deal through Parliament. We will never win a general election. And that is why I've always said that there will be a very senior place in my cabinet for Boris Johnson. You know, we have a very good education system for the half of school leavers who go to university. 1 or 2 university degrees I would question, but on the whole, if you go to a good or outstanding Ofsted and a good university, you'll get an education as good as anywhere in the world. I think we have a national blind spot around the consistency of the education we give for the half of school leavers who don't go to university. And if they had rigorous qualifications in the way they would in Switzerland or Germany, that meant that they could get some of those decently paid jobs, then that would allow you to bring migration levels down. But to my colleagues who want to take no deal off the table, I just say to them, any negotiator has their hand profoundly weakened if the other side think that you can't walk away. So the best way to get a deal is to leave no deal on the table. And the best way to get an orderly Brexit and to avoid a disorderly no-deal Brexit is to give our Prime Minister the strongest possible negotiating hand. So please don't take no deal off the table. Let us negotiate the best possible deal.
And thank you as well. As I said, we